There we go. I don't know where that went, but there it is. So we're playing with OBS again today. I've got Restream running. And I'm trying text-to-speech on the chat. Wow, that is kind of really high. Let me try and turn that down just a bit. It should be a little bit better. So it'll read text, chat text from Twitch and YouTube, but not from my side. If I send it from Restream, it doesn't read it out loud, but it does read the other ones. All right, Bouncy, take your time, no rush. I got, I don't know, 2-ish hours I could probably work with today. Don't know how much we'll get done, but let me go ahead and swap us over. Why is that black? You know what you're supposed to be tracking. There you go. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Okay, let's turn that off. So, okay, text-to-speech problem is that it also is going to read Streamlabs. So I may not keep that feature for very long. Okay. The upload looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, so I haven't done anything new since the episode about trucks that went ever so well. If you watch the episode on trucks that I posted the other day, I tried trucks. I thought they would be cool to watch them driving around the main base, and very quickly decided that that was not worth the effort. Even when I downsized to tractors instead of trucks, it was just absolute chaos because of the way their pathing systems work. Just uncooperative as heck. Whoops. I want to... So generally what I've been working on is getting ready for eventually making nuclear power. I'm kind of skipping some steps in that regard, but make sure that these are off. Because we've got the encased industrial beams over here. So those are ready to go. We've got the encased uranium cells over here, which are ready to go. So we're making these electromagnetic words. Oh my god. Control rods. So they need the stators and the AI limiters. You can also make them with high-speed connectors. Actually, that would be a better recipe. The high-speed connector. So the stators are just pipes and wire. These need an extra step. Because I need these circuit boards, which is plastic. So let's do stators first. So we should have copper production all set up and going. Just need to remember which one of these buildings I put it in. Fortunately, I labeled everything. Quartz. Okay, I labeled most things. What are you? Deuterium. Excuse me? Where's the sign on this building? There's no sign on this building. This is Deuterium wire, though. Quick wire. That's what they call it. Quick wire. Okay. And then this is an iron mill. Which also does not appear to have a sign on this side. Alright, so where and what did I do with copper? Copper works. Fantastic. So we've got copper powder, copper ingots. Copper ingots and copper powder. Copper sheets and copper wire. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those are wired. So wire is where we need to start for stators, I believe. Wire and pipe. Like a new B. Get rid of the old B and start the new B. So we're officially beginning the more advanced constructions. Those are not aligned with the rest of these. Okay, wall. Grab some power. You're gonna make stators. Actually, can I just copy that? No. That would have been too easy. Nope. Stator. 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 Later. Right, each of these are going to go through 40 wire a minute. That's a lot of wire. I don't actually know how much wire is coming out of this system. I have a lot in here. How much are these capable of making? 30 per minute a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Maybe you're gonna need some slugs. That bumps them up to 60 per minute. 60 times 6. Okay, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. I'm gonna need wire for other things later on. Merge. Split. The side of my dad is cooking something or what? There's a very interesting smell in my house. So that will bring our copper wire. So now we just need pipe from the steel. Well, from right there. Like I freaking planned it. Look at that. I totally knew what I was doing. I totally remembered that was there when I put this here. Of course I did. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these suckers need 15 per minute steel pipe. How much pipe am I producing in it? 20. As above, so below. Two, three, four, five, 6. One of you needs to be split. Split one's going to struggle. Fine, I'll just double you. Just have a little extra, huh? Okay. Hello, Pouncy. I hope you were at least able to accomplish everything you needed to get done. I'm trying text-to-speech today, but while it works, it also plays, it reads off every time Streamlabs posts something. So we're working on stators right now. And that's probably enough. I cannot see the box. Whoops. Nope, 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 nope. Logistics. Merge. And it didn't line up. That's annoying. But a double. And then splitters. Sand got canceled. Oh, this is a splitter. I need a Do I need a merger? What am I doing? Split. Put a splitter there. And there. Alright, well, this is about to look like a thing. Remix. All right, stators. Thank you, bot. We got 3. I'm going to staple the wall right about here. It's interesting that those ended up across from each other. Okay. This is state stairs. Damn it. State ore. State ore. Stat ore. Stat ore. Stat ore. It's a stat ore. Stator. These lines are starting to get close. Or at least in this magnified view they are. We're rocking about 18,000 out of maybe 21, 22,000. So it's getting pretty close. Wire production is going to be interesting. Because this is the part where we start to build stuff out and realize that the buildings further up the stream weren't in fact big enough. However, when this is all said and done, I have 7 machines over there, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outlets over here that'll be all full of stators. Alright. The high-speed connectors are cable and quick-wire. Cable takes more wire. So there's wire problem number 1. Though I do have copper ingots up here. I could go and make a second wire plant straight off of that. So we've got a ton of copper powder waiting to go. This is wire down here. This is sheets over here. I could grab those 2 slots there and specifically just go and make more wire somewhere else. Because right now, I've got like 2 things of open space down there for more wire. And the wire is already... That's sheet machine. Hold on. The wire's already cranking out pretty good. You can see the bottleneck happening here, though. All of these machines are being funneled through this, and then through those, and out. So sometimes the Mixmaster is not helpful. What it's doing right now is these couple machines down on the end are doing the bulk of the work, and when they start to run out, then it'll start pulling from further and further up the line. Why is this? This is my bottleneck. Why is that so slow? Holy crap! Why is that a Mark 1? Okay, that was the problem. Holy crap. How in the heck did those end up being Mark 1s? Is any of the rest of this a Mark 1? That's a 6. These all look like 6s. That will help with the wire situation considerably. Look how much faster this is going now. I was wondering what the problem was. I really didn't think it was the belts. Each of these will hold 500 wire. It should have no problem doing that because I have that in storage already. Okay. One wire problem solved. I want to go and get some more. Oh, wait, I don't want these yet. I need to convert. I need to make wire indicators. That needs a separate location. Is what that needs. Wire into cable. Well, you started this. Guess you're gonna finish it. Wire into cable. First thing I need is a constructor. Splitters. Invalid. Invalid. I kind of have a plan. These things should be capable of making as much cable as I could possibly need. Between a lot of them. Nope. No, they're on course. Well, I kind of sort of remember. I don't mind hiding it back here. It just needs to be further back. I don't need two of those. Probably need more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably need more than that. I made 4. You're weird. Do it again, but be less weird. Just grab that. And shove it there. Put one of these here there too. These here. Power, double outlet. Single outlet. 3 outlets. You could you. You could you. Could you. You. Could you. Those are ready to go. Cable. Go. These are like reversed on the screen. It works, but it's like reversed. I can't zoom in on these grid screens, but we are getting very close to capacity. Consummation right now is at about 18,000. Productions is a little over 19,000. So we're just about at the end of what my power grid can handle. It's going to start using the batteries here soon. Too much running simultaneously. But that's another basics that can be taken off the map. So things that I don't need over here anymore include quick wire. Yeah, quick wire. Did I not just do quick wire? Where did I do quick wire? Stators. I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Was it not just over here? No, because I know. I went and put... I added labels. It should drop. There's quick wire. So quick wire is awesome. I'm starting to lose track of where things are. The problem is that I officially have so much up and running that everything is moving. And my storage is too big. Right? So I've been adding storage onto most of these plants. And even this storage here, I mean, that's 48 slots in there. So it's got a while to fill that. So this, the quick wire is done. Put that away. That's time crystals that needs to be recharged. This one's cable. That's done. This one's stators. That's done. I could probably get rid of plastic. The encased industrial beams is done, so we can get rid of that one. And I'm making aluminum over there, right? I think we did aluminum already. That's part of this. That's part of this giant pink plant over here. Was aluminum. Aluminum manufacturing. So yeah, we've got casings and sheets here. Because like you can see that like this is all shut off because this is full. Because I'm not using any of it. And the storage is full. So because I'm not using any of it, this is all shut down. So everything here in yellow. But like all of these plants, these huge refineries we added in, they're all up and running. And the reason these stay running is because the overflow is going into the sink in order to allow fuel production to go into the power plant. And I've lost track now how much fuel I have. I could add a couple more fuel generators. So yeah, aluminum's done. So we'll go take aluminum out of the vending machine. But don't also forget, it's not just what's being built here that's using power. It's the mines. Because as I'm using the products here, the mines have to turn back on. And the trains have to start re-delivering it. Do not want this fuel for me. I need time crystals. restocked. Low on summer sloop again. Because I jammed a bunch of them into machines.
Go for that extra purchase. Go awesome.
I'm going through those because of the belts. And the Trigon as well. Not as exciting as some of the buildings, but it works. That might be the first time I've stacked two different items like that. So it's like that plant there has already shut down because it's full and it's not going to anything. You know, most of it's full. Some of it's thinking about being full. Alright, so that gives us our cable. Thank you, Penalty. So now we need the quick wire. Quick wire and cable. A ton of quick wire and a lot of cable. So now we're going to make a bigger one. We're going to make a new Cam B. 2.5 is the new rate I'm testing. Create. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I need a manufacturer, don't I? Yes. It's time to make beginning. We're going to the manufacturer. Room for this grid. I'm going to shove you right there. We can fit 4 in the grid, so we're going to go with 4. And you're going to make high-speed connectors. Each one of these needs 210. Yeah, donuts. Time to make the meatballs. 210 quick wire per minute a piece. I've missed a step. I missed the circuit board. Oh, I just haven't gotten to the circuit board yet. That's copper and plastic. Okay. So these suckers, we need 37 cable and 210 quick wire. How much cable does each one of these produce? 30. Congratulations, I'm giving you a slug. Want to make sure that we'll be able to keep up. Oops. The button I wanted. I want that button, and there we go. Do this. Do this. Uh-huh. Thank you. The nice thing is that I have unlimited slugs. I do not, however, unlimited swimmer sloops. So you're a biggin. So I only need 3 items a piece. Three apiece. Each one can go up to a different level, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, if I'm going to do that... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Logistics. Splitter. I'd have a good eye for that. 1, 2, 3. Merge. That seems pointless. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And there's cable. So now I need the quick wire, which is way the heck over there. So let's go get it. We're going to need a lot of it. I've got 4 ports. Is all I've got of quick wire. How much is actually being produced in here? I've got above and below. So I've got above and below, and they're feeding into the same storage units. So these are producing 60 apiece times 2. So it's 120 apiece. I need 210. All right. Slug it up. This thing with the slugs is also why we're running out of power, is because I'm using slugs, which is exponentially increasing the power load of the existing buildings. Because not only does this do 250% output, it does 250% power usage. I think. So that bumps those suckers up to 150 apiece. Which means that this one port now does 300. These two ports do 600. 900 and 1200. I need 8. For this one thing, I need 8. Yeah, pulling. Up. Well, that kind of sort of is going to clip, but whatever. Oh, I thought I could sneak it under there. Oh, sneaky. Oh, that's too steep. Grab the sides, sit on top. Thank you. Nope. Yep. Don't need you when I have this. Why are you backwards? Because it's supposed to go in that end. Will you let go of this, please? Come here. Go there. And you're not. Think. Thorium wire. Okay. So now we got to go and do the circuit boards, which I need another plant for. Because that was circuit boards. That was plastic and copper. Unless I want to do silicone. So I have a bunch of copper sheets in this building. And all of the plastic is over there. So it would make more sense to bring plastic here and do a circuit board factory here. I think I can do those in an assembler. I didn't look. Yes. Oh, good. Camby didn't record anything. Fantastic. I love that for me. Because I forgot to hit record. Oh well. Yeah, having some options is kind of nice. Though it does add an extra layer, because you have to be like, well, this one's easier, but that one has better output. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Again, what an interesting number I am using. Alright, guys, you're going to be making circuit boards for me. So this is when I'm going to have to start really ramping up plastic. I'm going to have to ramp up copper sheets. It's a whopping 15 a minute a piece on those. Because these ones down here... Yes. These ones down here are copper sheets. Hello, copper sheets. They're running 10 per minute right now. If they've got copper, that is, which right now that does not. Why do you have no copper, huh? Why do you have no copper? This guy, this has copper. Up. Yeah, it looks like it's moving. Where is it going? all of these splitters just broken? Why are they smart? That's why they were broken, because they were smart. What did I mean? Oh, I know. Reconnect this. It's a normal splitter. So if you're a smart splitter, I can just go in here and say any. And it'll start filling that back up. Did not leave myself a lot of room in this one to get through and fix little problems. Everything is jam-packed in here, but that's good enough. That's fixed. Anyway, constructors, 10 per minute. And how many of those do I have? Making 10 per minute? 1. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 at 10 per minute. So, 150. It's 150 per minute right now. And they're still loading the storage. At 150 a minute. Six hours. Aesthetics down. We got 75 split in two. Split in two, but I split it in 3. That'd be 30. If I do a mix master, it might just be able to work itself out instead of. Here. So these need to be normal splitters, not smart. Your snow totals and my temperatures. They're talking about Pocatello could hit 50 degrees over the weekend. March. I'm not going to be terribly worried this time around about stuff that clips under the main platform. If I could have would. It's like I went through a lot of effort to make sure that the trains don't intersect, but that's because if they do, they'll wreck. But I'm not going to worry so much about the belts. At some point, I will come down here and finish these stations out. So that gets us our quick wire. No, copper sheet, sorry. Now we need plastic. Plastic means refineries. So I've already got plastic production going. Whether I have enough plastic is a question. I'm probably going to have to really grow plastic production. I'm kind of going through the process of going through the different materials sort of roundabout right now. I started with some basics, and now I'm going really loop-de-loop on high-end stuff. So all of these are producing plastic at roughly 20 per minute, if they have enough water, which they don't. Do they need more water? Why do you not have any? Where is your water coming from? The entire pipe is empty, and I did not touch that pipe. When I did touch that pipe, I've got it going over to acid production, which is shut off. The input side has no water. Where did it go? This is geyser water. Three of these, they're empty. 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 Off the platform. This has water, and this does not. Where is the water that should be going into these? Are you telling me that I've used all of the water that these three platforms produce? Well, there is one thing I can do, which is just connect all of these down the line, and then they'll share their water. And that can be a cheeky fix for me. These other ones have water. Get off. Oh my god. Get off of the thing. So now the water that exists in the ones down there should come into the ones up here. And then it has to be recharged to the system. Where is this train? I wish I had a way to look it up. Water train. That's convenient. You have water, right? How much is in these front tanks? They're full. So apparently I overloaded those 3 because that was overmaxing what those could handle. The problem is I have to wait for it to get back through the system in order to start re-delivering it down there. That might be actually part of our power issue. If water isn't getting to the refineries aren't making fuel. And fuel is not going down into the generators. It's always something. That being said, the generators look like they're running pretty good. Now there's a bunch down there that are red. Means they have no fuel. So yeah. The fuel buffers have all run out too. Alright, we're going to have to pause and fix that problem. More than maybe just a train. And this will do just fine. One, two, three, four, A, B, C, D. And 4. There are geyser up here that got missed. I don't remember seeing one on the map. Looks like there could be one here, but it's not letting me drop that, so I guess not. Wow, I can build that right out over the waterfall. That's funny. Boop. somewhere underneath this, there's a hell of an upwelling of water for all the waterfalls that come out of this little oasis. There's huge waterfalls that way, and that way, and that way, and that way. Pipes can handle a maximum of 600 per minute. These produce 200. No, that's how much they hold. They max flow 600 apiece. Really? No. They max rate 120 a minute. That's a big difference. It's 5 per pipe. Now it's 5. Six left. That's ironic. Here, you want to just get rid of this. Now there's 5 left. This is just going to act as a direct injection system, is what this is. The pipe is too long. Well, if you hadn't been freaking out, maybe I'd have been able to tell that. Damn it. Why does it do that? Why are you facing down? Do bottom. No. No. I don't know if I can get these to really go down very well. That's okay, I can do this. Nope. Yep. Grab. No. So I'm about to integrate my water systems together effectively. Because right now they're all kind of separated. What I need is you. Oh, I ended up directly above that. That's interesting. Okay. I need organization. Giant fluid buffer, please. There's a thing there, apparently. I can't be near. Come on. So right now I have all these completely separated water pipes. So I'm going to link them up the same way that I just did. Boop, 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 boop. sticks. Pipe. I worked really hard to kind of separate all these lines, but doing it this way theoretically means that if one side is overcharged and one side is short, it allows the system to even itself out. The same sort of way that the mix masters I've been building work. So all 8 lines that come out of that system are now linked. Hey, look, there's water in that pipe now. So theoretically, the storage units up there are linked to the storage units down here. So if I put a series of connectors on all of these water pipes and connect them to these, then everything will be integrated. Theoretically. Pipe there. Looks like chaos, but it should work. So those are all now attached to each other. Why is there water there but not there? Flowing the wrong direction anyway. does bother me. We have water in this pipe and it's full. Whereas, why isn't it in this pipe? Okay. Fortunately, everything coming down from up there should run on gravity. Shouldn't need pumps for any of this. And then these will turn on as soon as I plug them in. Wire's still on. Of course it is. Boop. Stick it right in the hot spring. Alright, so that will start a large injection of water, hopefully directly into the top of my system. This one's working. No, it's not. You telling me that right there is too much head lift? That's too much head lift. The one over there is running. That one started. But not you. fine. You want to be like that, you can have a freaking pump. Not that it's necessary. Yep, there it goes. Oh, but look at that. That's very interesting. Is there water in this pipe? Not according to that, there isn't. And yet there's a massive amount of water in that pipe, and it's not flowing into this pipe. How interesting. I wonder why that is. Something about these connectors that sometimes just don't. Push the water over the edge. Maximum flow, maximum flow, maximum flow. Anyway, so water comes down from up there and definitely doesn't need anything to help it get down from up there because gravity will absolutely take care of it all the way down here. Alright, theoretically that should fix all of my piping problems. Theoretically. No connections left there. What came through? It does not want to show me. Ah, Gamlet, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay. So theoretically, I keep saying that, but I mean it. Theoretically, there's water in the system now. Water equals power. power also means plastic. I mean, we're right at the edge because, of course, all those pumps use power because we're sitting at 20,000 in, 21,000 out. Or I guess we're pumping in 21 and we're consuming 19,000. It's right on that edge. Because probably, even if I can get all of you up and running again, which now it needs polymer resin from these dudes over here. The fuel system needs time to recharge. So I've still got, I can see a bunch of red generators down there. I can see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9 generators at the far end that are off because the fuel isn't making it far enough down the pipe. Because these ones should be getting the direct injections from the other end. They're not actually reliant on that system. Hopefully they'll kind of start up again. Because those ones were getting their fuel directly from rubber production, which is, looks like it's almost all green. There's a couple yellows here. That one's stuck. Why are you stuck? It's maxed out on oil residue. Flush it out, and it did nothing. Oh, because you're not plugged in. Okay, that's good to know. That's part of the problem. That's why there's an imbalance here, because those were meant to match up. Okay, the rest of it looks fine. So then these produce fuel, so that will increase fuel production again, because I can get rid of the oil residue. And all the fuel that's being produced down here in rubber is going all the way to the other end into those refineries at the far end. Hello, Gamlet. So I can still see 3 on the very end there. 4, 3, 2. There's 2, 1. There's 2, 3. They're bouncing back and forth. So fuel is getting down there. The 3 on the end are sort of fighting each other for it. Okay, the 4 on the end are fighting each other for it. But it is going in there. So it's given us a little bit better, a little of a buffer back. So we're back up to about 25K. Okay, so I did all of that so that I could steal plastic from the shredder. We've got this thing here that's already gaining plastic, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take some of that plastic all the way to the other end. So what I could do is just put it on top of one of these. outlets. They already go that way. Because I've got 5 outlets on here right now. Turn you. Frankly, I don't know what power modules are. Do you? I've got about 20 batteries connected. Why didn't you click? I got about 20 batteries connected, a whole crap ton of coal, and a whole crap ton of fuel generators. I'm actually working on nuclear at the moment. And I am intending on purpose to build this out to an insane amount. And the only mods I have in this game is so that I can run time lapses. Otherwise, it's vanilla. With a couple of gameplay adjustments. Alright, I'm headed that way. Let's see. You've got one, you've got one, you've got one. You've got one. To bring it over to the quick wire line and then take it straight down. That would work. That's where we're headed. Gonna need another mix master. Of course you're perfectly centered. Relatively speaking. You there. Come here. Grab the bell. I have no idea why you're doing that. Ooh, that clips into the boxes a bit. My power production problems are also a symptom of the fact that I'm sort of doing some of this out of order. This is the first belt on this stack that's not pink. put you on the wrong out. You come all that distance and then it doesn't want to plug in. Come here. Grab the belt. And shove. Behold, the plastic floweth. Hopefully these are... That one's full. So hopefully these are actually able to start to refill. I think so. Yeah. So now I have a direct line plastic straight over here for all of the various wonderful things I'm going to need it for. So let's go ahead. I know I'm going to need to split off of this later, but I think I'm just going to do a straight up mix master. Little doors on this one. Whoops, other way. Put little doors on this one. Seems out of place with the giant manufacturer sitting behind them. Okay. Turn the time lapse back on. I don't know which camera it was. You. Okay. Really wish I could hit the right key on the first try. Oh, are you... I don't know if you're talking about the augmenter. So I have not messed with that on this one yet. I haven't had a reason to. Because the thing that boosts your power based on how much power you're creating. Because I have everything unlocked. You there. And I'm going to pick you there. Because I have unlimited slugs, that's not an issue. I haven't done power on this one at all yet. Grab a 3 and shove it right in the middle, right there. don't want a double. I want a single. Shove it right on the corners. Match this. Way more connections than I need, but aesthetics. You did a double. I don't want a double. I want a single. I know why you did a double, but I don't want a double. You. Ah. Ironically, I think I have finally figured out what some of the lagginess in the game has been. And I think it's been Streamlabs. Because since I stopped using Streamlabs, the game is running much smoother. And it's not like Streamlabs was eating up all of my resources, but it definitely seems to have made a difference. So these are making circuit boards. Circuit board. I swear I can spell boards. And you. High-speed connectors. I don't know if I even have room for a billboard on that side. It's going to have to go on this side. So I'll worry about that later. Right. So I want some holes. Oh, that was close. I thought for sure it was about to be like, it's too steep. Alright. Mix master, so we're doing the splitters. You're kind of pointed there. I'm going to put one on you, actually, while I'm here. Splitter. I can build those up on the wall. I'm going to try this. Oh, there's no way. It's a nice idea, but there's no way. It's the wrong height to be usable. There isn't really a way to get that to fit right there. Okay, plan B. So I grab you and stick you there. A little bit of symmetry. And yes, a little bit of clipping, but that's gonna stay. Alright. It's artistic clipping. Alright, plastic is connected. Plastic and copper. All right, so you need a storage system. Come here and go in there. All right, one of you gets one of these. Which I'm going to actually try and center this time. All right, the manufacturers are going to use a lot more power when I turn them on. We got up at roughly 4,000 megawatts, give or take, that we've got. Free space. Yeah, I'm all right on time. I'm going to have to quit here shortly, but doing all right. Nope. Okay. And then we'll put some holes in. Actually want you moved down, and you're still going to clip out. And I can't move you down because this is too high. That was a thing that I did. Grab and shove. So now that you're down there, we'll just try to roll this over a little bit. And it's fine. All right, back to holes. Two sizes enough. So circuit boards. Let me try copying. That doesn't seem to really do what I want it to do. Yep, it didn't do anything. so these things build a whopping 7.5 a minute. But I have 7 of them. These things need 3.25 per minute. Not bad. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So 13 between them. So 2 of those would be enough to feed all of the other ones. That's too close. I need you somehow to go over here. You know what? I just need a wall. Okay. And splitters. So you, etc. Fantastic. And it's working slowly. 7.5 says 15, and I calculated this actually works out to 13. That should. Oh, it's. Yeah. It's. No, it's 375, not 3.25. 3. So 75, 150. 3 extra. So that'd be 15. That's the same. That's the same number as this. Okay. So I think that one's going to have to wait to be finished. And these can run for a while and charge it. So this is going to be our work in progress. I'm actually going to pop a couple lights in here. Just because. Just because I can. Come here. You gotta get the edge. There you go. Not entirely sure how to get it to do that. I would. You can't go down from there. Rawr. I had an idea I liked. So if you do it that way, then they poke out. They still work. It's not like the glass stops it from projecting. The circuit boards is effectively good. So the next is the high-speed connectors. Excuse me. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop that one. Start this one so that it's on. And I have to remember to keep an eye on that power load. There's our screenshot for today. Alrighty. It is, unfortunately, time for me to head back to work for afternoon run. I will probably play some more of this weekend. I have some plans tonight with friends. I'm going to be up late going out and doing things. So I don't know when I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll probably be on tomorrow and continue on from here. So, hope you all had a great week. I hope you're having a good Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. If you find this sort of thing interesting, feel free to leave a like and a follow, a sub, all that sort of thing. It helps support the channel, and it also will give you notifications when I go live, since I don't have any kind of a schedule, and I do this as a hobby outside work. So, and thank you too, Pouncy. Carrot, that's how it read that. So, thank you again, as always, and I will see you in the next one. Good night. Or, well, good afternoon.